no certainty to the universe at all. Once you really start getting out there, the laws of physics kind of turn into suggestions.
Pulling my leg again, right? What's the latest thing you've seen? No exaggerations this time.
Let me think. Unicorn. Not kidding.
What? The mythical mare with the magic horn thing? Come on. Was King Arthur riding on it too?
Okay, it was more of an extremophile in the vague shape of a horse. But my point still stands. You need an open mind out there. You go into the far reaches of space and you're tightly wound. Your brain is just gonna pop like a soda can. I'm glad you're on my side. Well, I can't say I feel too bad about you killing someone who kidnapped me and probably murdered a lot of people. Honestly, I was kind of rolling the dice. Not Sir the Grim? Think I butted heads with his... Hey, you're underselling my... Go ahead and ask. I'll do my best to answer you. I think about it a lot. There's so many possibilities. Some wonderful, some terrifying. I'm not a fearful man, but I am just a man. And I'm keenly aware that this artifact could change my life. Or end it. Right. No worries.
something to say? Say it then.
So, back to the lodge.
What is it? What? No. That would be very unwise for both of us. I do not wish to be in your presence longer than is necessary.
Am I being reassigned somewhere?
This is United Colony Space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband.
Something to say? Say it then.
After this, you're kind of a pirate aficionado. Too soon?
You sure you want to do this right now?
Can't wait to see if Noel's theory about the artifacts was correct.
Huh? Have you been?
Captain Leo, I have been
Advised. You're entering
idling
United Colony
and
Space.
awaiting my next order for some time
I've got
now.
special orders. You're coming with me. Stand down and prepare for immediate transport to our vessel. Be advised. You have been identified as a known criminal. Respond to me. I've got special orders. You're coming with me. Stand down and prepare for immediate transport to our vessel. Smart decision. Stand by to be boarded and transferred.
I'm telling you, the commander's got plans for this loser. Why else would he be going through all this trouble? I still don't understand why he trusts a criminal. Seems like too much of a risk. Stop worrying and keep an eye on our guest. I'll be right back. You just sit tight. The commander wants to have a little chat. The prisoner's ready, sir. comfortable. We have a lot to discuss. I'm your ticket out of the mess you've gotten yourself into. That's all you need to know for now. Not this time. So, let me see what we're working with here. It appears you spent some time as a combat medic. Good to know that you can take care of yourself under fire. I also see that you mined on Vectera, and now you're with Constellation. You've certainly been quite busy. Oh, and look at that. Right at the bottom of this list is the criminal incident that landed you in my crosshairs. Good. You'll find that I'm a stickler for details, and I'd hate to discover that your file is incomplete. Now that we have that out of the way, let me introduce myself. My name is Commander Kibwe Ikande, and I'm in charge of this operation for UC SysDev. Are you familiar with what we do? UC SysDev is a division of the UC Navy. While they handle the big picture stuff, we deal with a very particular problem. The Crimson Fleet. That convict is where you enter the picture. No. No, you don't. Not yet, anyway. We've been prodding at the Crimson Fleet for years, trying to take them down one ship at a time. But we barely scratched the surface. If we can get someone on the inside, we have a shot at finding a loose thread we can pull to bring it all down. Not for me. For yourself. Look, I'm going to make this simple. Agree to work for UC SysDev, and together, we take down the Crimson Fleet. Refuse, and I tell these guys to throw you into the nearest lockup. Might even tack on an extra few hundred credits to your fine. Of course you have a choice. It's just stacked in my favor. So, what do you say? You going to work with me, or should I find someone else? Smart choice. I'm going to have one of my men escort you to the operations center. I strongly suggest that you don't give him any trouble. And don't bother trying to leave the ship. I think you'll find all access to the docking area is fully restricted.
All right, let's go. So, you took the op instead of serving the time. Gonna be the commander's new mole, huh? Going in all alone, infiltrating a bunch of pirates. You've got a lot of guts. Still, it makes you wonder, especially with the stories that go around. Pardon? Like the one about how the fleet deals with informants by lashing them to the hull of a ship, and then slowly letting the air out of their suit. Could you imagine a worse way to go? I know I couldn't. But I wouldn't worry about it. Since the commander handpicked you, I'm guessing you can hold your breath for a really long time, right?
Excuse me.
All right, this is as far as I go. Take the lift up to Ops. Commander Ikande should be waiting for you. Hey.
Howdy.
Okay, hello. Yes?
Ah, there you are. Now that we've... This is the operations... Which is precisely why we're taking a more clandestine approach. We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information, evidence, and expose their weaknesses. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse. I do. Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Saoirse Bowden, one of their contacts. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia, so you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention. You'd better hope so. Saoirse won't be easy to dupe. Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know. Eager to get going? Good. Remember, this entire operation rests on your ability to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring us the evidence we need to take them down. I wouldn't expect any less. Look. Before you begin, I want to make something perfectly clear. As an undercover operative for UC SysDef, you'll be expected to follow our code of conduct and ethics. Allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you stand a good chance of spiraling out of control. That's what I wanted to hear. Anyway, it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant Toft. She'll brief you about the details of the evidence-gathering portion of the operation. Now, get out of here, and good luck. That's easy to answer. You don't. We'll be monitoring your activities from the Vigilance and attempting to keep it within your vicinity. When you feel you've gathered enough evidence, and at the completion of your assignments, head back here for a debrief. Beyond that, you're completely on your own. As you were.
All right, we don't have a lot of time, so I need you to listen up. While you're working undercover, it's imperative that you gather as much evidence as possible. If you find any records that look suspicious or incriminating, you bring it to me. Is that understood? Well, you better. Commander Akande's entire operation is resting on your shoulders. I want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes. Hell, I'll take anything if it'll get those bastards thrown into the brig. You're damn right I do. That minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera was nothing compared to the death and destruction those pirates leave. If you've seen what I've seen, you'd understand why I'm pushing you so hard. That's all we're asking. Oh, before you go, there's one more thing. Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return, as compensation for your efforts. It's not generous, it's motivational. Commander Akande's idea. All right, we've loaded a container of Aurora into your ship's cargo hold. We're also providing you with a sample you can use to tease the goods. We've cleared your ship for launch. Proceed to Sidonia. Make contact with Saoirse Bowden, and with any luck, she'll point you to the Crimson Fleet. That should do it. You're dismissed. We'll be here if you need us.
Hello?
Yes. What? Okay. Hello.
What do you want now?
Good to see you joined up. You're part of something big.
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. And we're done. Enjoy Sidonia.
Let's run the lower levels here.
Crime's at an all-time low around Sidonia.
That's just not the way to handle a situation. You need to read the room.
Used to think I was Vanguard material.
Hello. Do you have business with Governor Hurst? I see. Well, luckily, Governor Hurst enjoys visitors, and his schedule is fairly empty at the moment. I see no problem with it. You're very welcome.
I'd love to chat more, but I'm expecting a message any minute from the Trade Authority. You know how it is with these big businesses, am I right? Hello. Welcome. I don't usually have time to speak with random people off the street, but I'd be happy to help if it's something quick. What can I do for you? I can answer your general questions about Sidonia. Nothing venturing into politics. Sorry, but it's my strict policy that I only speak with select members of the press and major political donors who are serious about making changes for the future prosperity of Mars. I'm sorry, I can't, but if you have any other questions about Sidonia, I'm happy to answer them. Otherwise, I should get back to what I was doing. Standard protections from the media and anyone who... That's cute, but not enough. If you're not sure how much, you probably can't afford it. And at this point, I'm not sure I'd accept it from you. Enjoy Sidonia.
If you're here to buy or sell, you might want to talk to Octai. I'm busy. Wouldn't be the first time I've heard that line. Oh, don't give me that look. I'm just having a laugh. What have you got for me? Aurora, huh? Nice. A little too hot to handle, though. What else you got? No, they're right. What they didn't tell you is that I have a self-preservation streak 1 kilometer wide. Of course, if there's a finder's fee you're offering, I might, well, bend the rules a little bit. You know, it's funny. Suddenly, I do remember someone who might be able to unload that stuff for you. There's a buddy of mine who runs with the Crimson Fleet. Goes by the name Adler Kemp. If he isn't passed out, you can find him killing the rest of his brain cells at the Broken Spear. Oh, and it's been a pleasure doing business with you.
Am I glad I got this job instead of mine?
Unless you're here to serve me another drink, you can turn around and walk away. Hey, why don't you say that a little louder? I don't think every single UC guard in Sidonia...
Okay.
Okay. If you've got a whole... Yeah, well, she's... Now listen up. because I'm not going to repeat myself. I need you to deal with a miner who's racked up a bunch of debt. He probably spent it all on booze. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hang on a second. No one said anything about killing. All I said was, I want my money. How you handle that is up to you. His name's Carl Field. Don't worry, you can't miss him. Just...
New to Sidonia? Hope you like sand.
Everything
The community center on P1 is a good place to connect with others.
Something I can help you with? Hey, slow down. I don't even know what you're talking about. What? Play what games? Look, I'm tired. Hey, there's no need to get too crazy. Oh, wait. You mean that Adler? Yeah, sorry. I thought you were talking about someone else. I told him I'd pay up next week when Deimos cuts our next profit share check. I'll even bring it to him personally. Sound good? Yeah? Come on! Give me a break! What the... Look, I haven't got a single credit to spare right now. Okay? You can't squeeze blood from a stone. You know? Right? What games? Why are you doing this to me? I don't have the money. No way! I'm already working my fingers to the bone. I don't think so. What? Oh my god. He might come after them? Because of me? I hadn't even thought of the possibility. Please, tell Adler I'm sorry for trying to wiggle out of the debt. I didn't have much of a choice. How are you holding up?
I'm hanging in there. Got a few health issues. The worry isn't helping.
If you're going to use the elevators or stairs to reach the other levels, try to keep them closed. I hate filing clear reports.
By the end of the evening, it's debating spiritual. Just like last time.
Things can get pretty glum around here.
Have something for me? There, would you look at that? I knew that. He going to be a problem anymore? Or did he get the message? Nice, nice. You're kind of a natural at this. Leaning on deadbeats comes easy to you. I like that. You know, if you like this kind of work, I can get you more. A lot more. You think you can handle running with my, associates? That's what I'm talking about. I like your style. All right. I'll call ahead and get a hold of Nevamora. She's second to the big boss himself. Head out to Europa. You'll find her there. I suggest you listen to whatever she has to say. Oh, and I've taken care of that Aurora shipment for you too. Don't spend all that cash in one place.
Hey, it's my personal savior. Thanks again for the assist.
The Lux condos aren't anything special.
Well. Look what the cat dragged in. Need me to help out with some mining anywhere? Some other time, then.
Have something to say? Say it then. Why do you torment me? Not a chance. At least that is over with.
So, back to the lodge?
Look who finally had the guts to show up. Looks like Adler finally did something right for once. So, big shot. I hear Adler thinks you're good enough to join our crew. You betting your life on that? Because the only way out of our organization is with a warhead up your grav drive. So, before I put you to work, let's get everything out in the open. I don't know if Adler mentioned it, and for his sake, I hope he hasn't. But you aren't about to sign up with any average pirate crew. You're signing up with the Crimson Fleet. There's a medical supply ship called the Ragana, jumping into Enceladus's orbit. On board that ship, you'll find a traitor named Austin Rake. I want him dead. It's done when Rake stops breathing. Head back here when you're finished. And don't keep me waiting for long.
Moldavsky, pilot of the Regana. All right. And what are your intentions with these crewmen? Damn it! Prepare for attack!
target practice. Definitely went faster after you jumped into the fight. Now tell me about the Ragana. Give me some good news, then we can go celebrate. Good work, Rook. Quick, clean, and no witnesses. Anyway, you wanted into the Crimson Fleet? Well, you're in. Yep, it's that simple. Hope this business with Rakes taught you something. Because I'm about to stick my neck out and vouch for you. If you screw up, and I wind up looking like an asshole, I'm gonna send someone after you. We clear? Yeah? Last person who said that was Rake. So you've already dug yourself a hole about 6 feet deep. And now that you know the deal, it's time to see what you signed up for. I'm gonna upload the coordinates for our headquarters in the Crick system. Spacers call it the key, the fleet calls it home. Head out there as soon as you can. Don't keep me waiting long.
Commander Ikande wants to see you. Follow me. I had a friend on the Bragana. If I had my way, I'd space whoever killed him. Howdy. We hunt piracy all across the galaxy.
Do you have anything to report? There you are. I want answers, and I want them right now. We intercepted your exchange with the Ragana. What the hell possessed you to kill those innocent people? Yes, but not at the expense of others. Even if our end goal is noble, we have no right to murder innocent people. Now I have to waste precious time smoothing this over with Mast. Make up excuses, perhaps even lie on my reports. Let me make this crystal clear. You do what you can to stay in the fleet, but it's not a license to kill. That is where we draw the line. Do something like this again, and you're out. I'll hang the goddamn wanted posters myself. Understood? Well said. Let's hope the next time your actions match the integrity of your words. All this ugliness aside, were you at least able to join the fleet? Yes. If nothing else, your actions, while reprehensible, will put to bed any suspicions they may have had. Let's focus on that and move forward with the mission.
Our intel on Saoirse was correct. After we received reports on your interaction with Adler Kemp, we picked up on your rendezvous with Neva Mora.
Our files indicate she's second in command, so getting on her good side will ensure you get into the Crimson Fleet. Yes, you passed your first test and you're still alive. But before we get too confident, that either means she suspects nothing, or she intends to make an example of you later. Just remember, these are ruthless criminals, so don't let your guard down.
And their ruthlessness is only surpassed by their cunning. You should proceed with caution, regardless of how well you think you've ingratiated yourself.
So what's next for you on Neva's agenda? Where you'll meet Delgado, no doubt.
Delgado is the leader of the Crimson Fleet. I have a profile here with some information on his background. You'll want to know the individual cadences of every member of the fleet, but Delgado's most of all.
In any case, now that you're with the fleet, you'll be operating independently. We will shadow you eventually, but we'll need to maintain our distance for now, especially while you're on the key. This will also give us time to bolster our defenses, should we need to engage with the fleet in the future.
Sir, on that note, shall we begin implementing the upgrade to our shields?
Immediately, Lieutenant. Notify the engineers and relay the information to the crew. I hope your entry into the fleet has overcome any doubts you may have had regarding your mission. It certainly increased my estimates on success. Keep up the good work. We'll expect further reports. Dismissed.
Heard the situation with the Regana went FUBAR.
Yes? Hello. Of course. Are you ready? Welcome back.
Why do you draw out the vowels of my name in such a... manner?
It's like saying hey and your name at the same time. It's friendly.
I cannot see how that would be friendly. My name is my name, and it should not be altered without my permission.
You know, I hadn't thought about it that way, but it's entirely fair.
Just what you trying to say, man.
I just wanted to check in with you.
collect the space.
As well.
Maintain your current course while we scan for contraband.
Thank you. Barrett.
Okay, point made,
Good to go.
Agent.
Have a nice time in Aquila City.
These people claim to be independent, yet they still crowd together in walls.
Every gun gets a full Laredo guarantee. I'm pleased you chose
clear of the stretch.
Here's what I have in stock right now.
Over there.
Just here for security. Please move along.
Aquila's one of the oldest cities in the settled systems.
I think you'll find that right away.
Everyone needs supplies. Take a gander. I'll say right up front that if you're... Feel free to look around. I want to do your business quick. How about I just...
If you think about it.
Your abilities are truly amazing.
Hello.
All right, Barrett. I have a new one.
Now, hang on a second. Is it a pun? It's a pun, isn't it? Probably a terrible one.
Never mind, Dad.
working on it.
Get out of my face. You said the take was 10K, but it was 30. Big difference on 40% of 10 versus 30.
You wanted 4K, you got 4K. Not my problem.
If you're stealing from me, you bet your ass it's your problem.
You kidding me? Way to make a mess in front of my new rook.
Hey, steal from me and get caught. Better off dead.
Sounds like you did the fleet a favor. Now toss this body out of an airlock before it turns into a damn air freshener. The hell took you so long? Forget how to grav jump or something? Never apologize. Not if you want anyone in the fleet to respect you. And if they don't respect you, put a gun to their head and they'll get the message. But all that aside, you made it. So now, you get to hear a nifty history lesson. Pencils ready? Good. This floating scrap heap you're standing on is called the Key. Used to be an old UC military star station, and now it's the fleet's base of operations. Might look a little beat up on the outside, but we keep it together. Hell yeah, it is. Just watch your back when you do. Cred sticks tend to disappear around here, if you catch my meaning.
Assuming we are using the same abbreviation, I must disagree. I find this neither restful nor relaxing.
Anyway, I'll tell you all about the Key. But it's better if I show you, too. Follow me. All right. History time. So, the Key is in orbit around Suvorov. That's the very same ice ball where the United Colonies built a supermax prison they call the Lock. The UC is so clever. Supermax prison, Lock, Key. Cute, huh?
Hello, everyone. I'm Gail Dunnigan of SSNN, and this is
I also wish to be prepared for
My guest tonight is one of the most notorious
situation,
criminals in the settled system.
There are...
His ruthlessness and desire for wealth has landed him squarely at the top of the wanted list for every major law enforcement agency
Now,
in the galaxy.
We've got everything the fleet
I am, of
needs
course,
right
speaking
here.
of the self-appointed
Of course you got
leader
paid
of the
for it.
Crimson Fleet himself,
Remember, on the
Jasper
Key,
Cricks.
Credits.
Good evening, Mr. Cricks.
Good evening,
What the
Gail.
hell is this?
Thank you for
All right. Hang
accepting
on, Nav.
my
Before you
invitation.
get pissed, I've got my hands full.
Yes, well,
Jasmine,
being blindfolded
sweetie,
and then grav jumped
I'm
to what
trying to give
appears
a
to be an
tour
abandoned
here.
mining
So you
facility
want to tell me why those
isn't
damn
exactly
doors
what
are
I call
sealed?
an invitation.
It's called a malfunction.
Well,
you know,
I'm
that
sure
thing I
you're
spend
not
most of my day
surprised that
dealing
your
with.
request
Believe
for
me,
an
my
interview
people are
will
on
come
it.
with some very
Have a little faith for once.
conditions.
Aw.
Frankly, I was a bit surprised to receive any type of response at all. Would you mind telling me why you decided to
You
do
need
this
anything for
interview?
your ship? She's got you covered.
Because there comes a time in
Hit
every
the depot
pirate's
next
life
since these
where
doors
they have to
given
make
out
an
on us.
extremely important decision.
So anyway, we were talking about
Do
the
they
Lock.
take a leap,
About 100
become
years
one of the
ago,
most
the prisoners down
legendary
there
pirates in
rioted and took
history?
over the place.
Or do they simply
Stealing some
spur
ships, they
on,
were actually
subsisting
able to
on
make it up
freighters,
here
deep space,
and took over the
privateers?
Key.
So are we to assume that you are taking the leap? That Jasper Cricks is moving on to bigger and better things in his life?
You're just ticked
That's
everyone's
spot
getting
on,
wise to
Gail.
ridiculous prices,
That's
Elutra.
exactly why you're here.
Anyway, welcome to the
Interesting.
depot.
Well then,
where
would
you'll
you
be
mind
lucky if these
sharing with us
blood-sucking leeches don't
exactly
bleed
what
you
your
completely
particular
dry.
leap entails?
Whoa.
In due
It's not our
time.
fault that people don't
There's no
appreciate how much
rush.
it costs to get untraceable merchandise
In
onto
fact,
the
I'd
key.
say we have at least 12
Neva's
hours
just
before
whining
the
because she
authorities
thinks she
trace
lost
this
a ton of cash
broadcast.
selling us a
Plenty of
shipment
time
gear.
to discuss
She
whatever
should've
you
done her
like.
homework.
Oh.
Yeah, sure, laugh
All
it
right
up.
then.
I
Perhaps
remember that
the
next
best place
time
to
I
start
need
this
something from
interview
you
would be
cheapskates.
at the beginning of your career.
Please, proceed.
So anyway, we were talking about the luck. About 100 years ago, the prisoners down there rioted and took over the place. After stealing some ships, they were actually able to make it up here and took over the key.
About time you brought us new blood, Neva. I was getting tired of trading with the same old faces.
You're just ticked everyone's getting wise to your ridiculous prices, Aludra. Anyway, welcome to the depot, Rook, where you'll be lucky if these blood-sucking leeches don't bleed you completely dry.
Whoa. It's not our fault that people don't appreciate how much it costs to get untraceable merchandise onto the key.
Neva's just whining because she thinks she lost a ton of cash selling us a shipment of gear. She should have done her homework. Yeah, sure, laugh it up. I'll remember that next time I need something from you cheapskates.
If it's hard, my prices may be high, but these guys... Now you're speaking my language. Don't be a stranger.
I hope you've brought me something interesting.
So anyway, we were talking about the luck. About 100 years ago, the prisoners down there rioted and took over the place. After stealing some ships, they were actually able to make it up here and took over the key.
About time you brought us new blood, Neva. I was getting tired of trading with the same old faces.
You're just ticked everyone's getting wise to your ridiculous prices, Aludra. Anyway, welcome to the depot, Rook, where you'll be lucky if these blood-sucking leeches don't bleed you completely dry.
Whoa. It's not our fault that people don't appreciate how much it costs to get untraceable merchandise onto the key.
Neva's just whining because she thinks she lost a ton of cash selling us a shipment of gear. She should have done her homework. Yeah, sure, laugh it up.
I'll remember that next time I need something from you cheapskates.
So there I am.
What'll it be, friend?
My tail, and my grav drive just chokes. And you know what I find back there?
The fleet's got an impressive commerce. They even managed business on the key is...
Got me dusted.
Not everyone thinks so. There are a few. Regardless, I hope you're not low on credit. You find anything of value, bring it here first.
All right, make it quick. I don't need to hear about your... All right. Oh, bye, I guess. Looking to make quick work of your enemies? Well, everyone up. Hey, if you want... I carry occasionally. Just don't screw... Oh, we are... A little advice. You bleed for anyone who says... Well, most people... Whatever. Done here? Fine by me.
You want to survive? The right protective. I'll only the best. See ya.
Something for personal use or for sale?
You don't steal from your own. Not unless you want the whole station on your ass.
See anything you like?
So anyway, we were talking about the lock. About 100 years ago, the prisoners down there rioted and took over the place. After stealing some ships, they were actually able to make it up here and took over the key.
About time you brought us new blood, neighbor. I was getting tired of trading with the same old faces.
You're just ticked everyone's getting wise to your ridiculous prices, Aludra. Anyway, welcome to the depot, Rook, where you'll be lucky if these blood-sucking leeches don't bleed you completely dry.
Whoa. It's not our fault that people don't appreciate how much it costs to get untraceable merchandise.
I hope you came with credits.
Neva's just whining because she thinks she lost a bill of cash selling us a shipment of gear. She should have done her homework.
Yeah, sure, laugh it up. I'll remember that next time I need something from you cheapskates.
Hey, be careful not to point that thing at me.
Still have nightmares about that job in Cheyenne. Was worth every credit though.
So anyway, we were talking about the lock. About 100 years ago, the prisoners down there rioted and took over the place. After stealing some ships, they were actually able to make it up here and took over the key.
About time you brought us new blood, neighbor. I was getting tired of trading with the same old faces.
You're just ticked everyone's getting wise to your ridiculous prices, Aludra. Anyway, welcome to the Depot, Rook, where you'll be lucky if these blood-sucking leeches don't bleed you completely dry.
Whoa, whoa. It's not our fault if people don't appreciate how much it costs to get untraceable merchandise onto the key.
Neva's just whining because she thinks she lost a ton of cash selling us a shipment of gear. She should have done her homework.
Yeah, sure, laugh it up. I'll remember that next time I need something from you cheapskates.
Don't even try to rip me off. I know value when I see it.
So anyway, we were talking about the lock. About 100 years ago, the prisoners down there rioted and took over the place. After stealing some ships, they were actually able to make it up here and took over the key.
About time you brought us new blood, Neva. I was getting tired of the same old faces.
You're just ticked everyone's getting wise to your ridiculous prices, Aludra. Anyway, welcome to the Depot, Rook, where you'll be lucky if these blood-sucking leeches don't bleed you completely dry.
Whoa, whoa. It's not our fault if people don't appreciate how much it costs to get untraceable merchandise onto the key.
Neva's just whining because she thinks she lost a ton of cash selling us a shipment of gear. She should have done her homework.
Yeah, sure, laugh it up. I'll remember that next time I need something from you cheapskates.
If you need credits, hit up the mission boards at the core.
I hope you came with credits.
Every captain here has earned their stripes, bleeding for the fleet.
Not now, not now. I'm busy. Not now. I'm busy.
Brooke.
Hey, be careful not to point that thing at me.
Need something?
Not now. I'm busy.
So anyway, we were talking about the Lock. About 100 years ago, the prisoners down there rioted and took over the place. After stealing some ships, they were actually able to make it up here and took over the key. You're just ticked everyone's getting wise to your ridiculous prices, Aludra. Anyway.
Untraceable merchandise onto the key.
Neva's just whining because she thinks she lost a ton of cash selling us a shipment of gear. She should have done her homework.
Yeah, sure, laugh it up. I'll remember that next time I need something from you cheapskates. Let's move on. Back to my story. After the liberated prisoners grabbed the key, they established it as a base of operations and began pirating the spaceways.